I never believe what Urban Meyer says. That's my first rule of Fight Club. Never believe what is coming out of the mouth of Urban Meyer. He's an elite college football coach. He's not an elite human being. Really high coaching ability for college kids, really low integrity. You have to remember that is the equation with Urban Meyer. Never been a trustworthy guy, never been a guy that people said was stand up, great dude, what you see is what you get. No. Everybody's always said around football, great coach. And then wouldn't say anything else, okay? When he, quote, stepped away for his family after his years at Florida, well, whatever priority family had lasted one calendar year. One, before he was back on a sideline. So how about that for prioritizing your family? Yeah, I think we did this long enough. Come on. I was home for like a year. Like, he was doing family stuff for a year, maybe less. In fact, way less, and then was starting to get on planes to go to ESPN to be an analyst every week. The way he left the Florida Gators program, sketch city. And so, first, when whatever Urban Meyer says can change on a dime or it's not what he really means. But number two, I just don't believe that Urban Meyer would allow this train wreck to be his final coaching stop. Look, it's possible he turns this thing around. By the end of the season, the Jaguars are plucky, competitive in some games, win a handful of games in November and December. Trevor Lawrence looks the part, and you're saying, well, okay, the program has worked. Whatever Urban Meyer was trying to do was not working early, but it's turned a corner, and now it's working, and now they've got some optimism going into year number two. That could happen. I doubt it, but it could. But more than likely, this is just the next step in the erosion of his credibility inside that locker room and inside that franchise. Because we all know the bit here. Coaching NFL guys is way different than college guys. You don't get to be the emperor anymore. You don't get to just be the king that waves a scepter and whatever you want done gets done. You don't get to just run the town. The NFL is about little tells, little schematic adjustments, little timing differences, little game management decisions. It's about all these little things, which is why NFL coaches are unhealthy, don't sleep a lot, don't have a great family life. It's because they are spending 18 hours a day watching film and talking to assistant coaches and poring over game plans because they're looking for the little tell that'll make them 10-6 instead of 6-10. That little itty-bitty adjustment that makes you 10-6 instead of 8-8. Because 10-6, you keep your job, and 8-8, you get the zig. All of these guys kill themselves every single day finding this. I mean, John Gruden famously used to wake up at 3:14 in the morning. I think maybe he still does. You think John Gruden looks healthy? The man's got a boiler on him these days. That is not a man that has found time for fitness or healthy eating or good sleep. And he's staying there until it's dark. Most of these coaches are. They wake up, it's dark. They go to bed, and it's dark. You know what the one thing they don't do is? Chill out, have beers, dance with chicks after going 0-4. That's the one thing they don't do. The one thing they don't do is kind of like let's detach. Let's have a couple of days to ourselves here, guys. I just want to spend time with family, go out, have a few brews. I know we're 0-4. We need to take a step back here. No. 0-4 coaches double down, dig in, and spend more time at the facility. When you go 0-4 in the NFL, nobody's like, you know what you need? More family time. That'll fix the Jags. That'll get Trevor Lawrence back on track. You just need to spend time with the grandkids, Herb. That'll help the Jaguars. No. Everybody in the NFL's like, Coach better be at the facility. I assume he's at the facility, and it's dark. Because we're 0-4 and this thing's sliding. And so here's my point. Do we really think the Jaguars players, after this whole thing, are going to be like, yep, he's the guy. He's the guy to fix this? Or are they already, oh boy, Urban. Oh boy. Of course they're the latter. And if Urban doesn't have the intensity to want to fix 0-4 with every soul of his being, what's going to make him want to fix 1-15? When Christmas rolls around and New Year's rolls around, what's going to make him want to fix 0-8, 1-9, 1-12, 2-13? What is going to make him then be more invested than this past weekend? The answer is nothing, except maybe he doesn't like the optics. But it's either there or it's not. You don't just suddenly come to Jesus and go, oh, you know what? I really now need to care about my job more. Now I definitely care more because I got caught red-handed not caring. So he's not long for this job because he doesn't care enough. And I just can't imagine this is his last stop because he'll have whatever college job probably thrown at his feet because ADs, they don't care. They just want to win games and win bowl games and get to the playoff and win national championships. So there's going to be good college football options for him if and when he does leave Jacksonville. I can tell you this. He ain't making the entire 4-year deal in Jacksonville. No way. I'll tell you this. I would be shocked if he finishes out year 2. Maybe he comes back for year 2. I don't think he finishes year 2 as the head coach of the Jaguars going into year 3. I don't think we get to week 18 of next season and he's the head coach of the Jaguars moving forward. Which means he's only 57. He'll be 57, 58. You're telling me in his late 60s, his final job, his late 50s rather, his final job, this is it? Going out as a total chump in Jacksonville? When USC might throw him a job, LSU might throw him a job, Florida State might throw him a job. You pick. You're telling me that this is it for Herb? Old Uncle Greaseball? No. I ain't buying it. Nope, I'm not buying it. He can say right now, this is my final job. I've got no interest. And maybe he doesn't like recruiting. Maybe he hates recruiting. That's understandable. But come on. This guy's going to win 2 games this year if he's lucky. 4 games next year if he's lucky. He already doesn't care. And we're going to expect him at 58 years old to walk away, retire, and that's it for the rest of his career with the ego that guy has when there's going to be plum college football jobs out there for him every offseason. Bob Stoops did it, but Bob Stoops kind of walks away with his head held high. I know he was in the XFL. Does that even count? I don't think Urban can walk out as a complete clown, loser, embarrassment. I don't think he can walk out on coaching. His ego's too big.